Hey Geeks! We're back with another Firefly Friday video.
And tonight we're reviewing episode 2 of Firefly titled The Train Job.
Now, if you haven't seen it yet, and you want to avoid any spoilers, you probably want to skip this video. So The Train Job was an episode that Fox ordered to act as the pilot episode because they didn't think the actual pilot episode was good enough. And of course they were wrong.
Yeah.
And it would be really easy to kind of resent this episode. But you know what? It
was
really
good.
It was really, really good. And it's been a long time since I've seen this episode. But oh my gosh, it was fantastic. And it gave us some iconic lines that have stuck with the series. So there's really kind of a really big, thick silver lining to this second pilot.
Yeah. One of the best things this episode did was give us Niska's first appearance.
And Niska, later on, he comes back in the episode when Mal and Wash get captured, and I don't know this for sure, but it seems maybe Joss Whedon saw a little foresight, and he created this character just for this episode in order to bring him back again later. Because this was ordered as a pilot by Fox, Joss Whedon had to have had at least a little bit of foresight, and he could say, okay, I can use this to benefit me later. So
yeah, definitely.
In addition to Niska, we also get some really iconic lines of dialogue for Firefly. The biggest one is "Time for some thrilling heroics." That's been on countless Firefly t-shirts and memes and stuff. And then the other one is, of course, 2x2, Hands of Blue. Maybe the creepiest bit of dialogue in all of Firefly.
So this was a reordered pilot when they didn't like the original pilot, but really it works perfectly as a second episode to follow up that pilot episode. And I don't know, it's kind of like Joss Whedon's brilliance being like, oh, the fans will get this.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, it could be just one of those happy accidents that when you watch it in the correct order, it fits in perfectly, but the order in which it aired, this episode aired first. And so maybe Joss Whedon was just thinking, you know what, when this hits DVD, this will be the second episode, and I want to make sure it fits there. So he wrote it to where it fits either first or second in the order in which you watch it.
Yeah, perhaps.
And it was just so funny from the opening scene in the bar where Mal, picks a fight because it's Unification Day, and that's kind of his tradition, is to pick a fight with Alliance supporters, because he was a browncoat. He was a rebel and is totally anti-Alliance. And, that's kind of his thing, is on Unification Day he goes and picks a fight and beats up some Alliance supporters.
This was a really great Simon episode. It really pulled him in and made him feel like part of the crew when he kind of read everybody's undertone and was like, let's just drug Jane so he can just mellow out for a little bit.
Yeah, which I like this episode for Simon. I like this episode for Shepherd Book, even though he wasn't in it very much when he was talking. You know what, though? I love Shepherd Book and Inara together, and I never realized when I first watched this show how much they are together. In these first two episodes, Shepherd and Inara share a couple of really key moments.
Yeah.
When he's asking Inara for advice yet again, he's like, I feel kind of useless here, what can I do? And she goes, well, maybe you can pray. And Shepherd says, I don't think Captain Reynolds would like it if I prayed for him. And she says, well, then don't tell him, I never do. And I'm like, it's just another great moment between these two characters. And I can't believe I never noticed that before.
This is why rewatching a show that you love is so worth it.
This episode also set up some really cool stuff for River with the Hands of Blue, the 2x2 Hands of Blue, because at the end of the episode we got to see those two characters who she's talking about, because apparently I guess they're hot on her trails at this point, and she's dreaming of them because she is a little bit clairvoyant, so she knows that they're close by. And it's just creepy and amazing and a great setup for future episodes. But I think my favorite two scenes in this episode. I had two favorite scenes in this episode. The shootout in the cargo hold I thought was fantastic. But also near the end when Mal is telling one of Niska's henchmen, he's like, this is Niska's money, take it back to him. And the guy kind of stands up and
like, I'll hunt you down to the ends of the earth. And he's like, all right, bam, kicks him into the engine.
Yeah, kicks him right into the engine.
Moves on to henchman number 2. This is Niska's money. Oh, no. I got it. We're good.
It was so funny and so Malcolm.
Yes, it was so Malcolm.
And you can see just by our enthusiasm how great this show was. And even this episode, which was really kind of never supposed to be part of the series. It was written on the orders of the studio, and it still fits in perfectly, and it was fantastic.
Yes.
And I think that's pretty much it for this video. If you have anything to add, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, tell us by dropping a like on it and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.